Indianized spaghetti sauce. I spiced it up because for me, everything, I have to spice up everything. I can't eat bland. So I brought pasta. And I think he had put too much of it. He said, I had it because it tasted good and then my stomach was exploding. That's why he scared me. But most of the times, mine looks spicy because it's tomatoes. It's not always too spicy. The red is tomato.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good. It wasn't as hot as I had expected.
It's hot? Did you say?
I expected
it's
more
spicy.
hot, but
Right. Spice. No, I make it a little milder these days. Welcome to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today's program, we have a very small group right here in the studios with us. We're taping on a Monday. We have our director, Josiane Hurd, in the control room, manning the whole workings, the tech workings. We have Ron Thomas to my immediate right, and of course your host, that's me. Ron is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and the one thing I really need to point out to all of you, you should feel very inspired if you've been watching Ron. He has been coming very regularly. And please know that when you come to the studios, this is not the only place. You could always go to other yoga studios as well. But when you go to a place where there are others practicing and stretching with you, there is a lot more motivation to keep going. And that's one of the main reasons that I believe Ron keeps coming to the studios. He could always practice at home, but he comes here to share his energy with us and to absorb our energy also. Ron, am I far wrong when I said that?
no.
How do you practice at home? Because I find an amazing change in you. I find there's wonderful progress. You're enjoying it a lot more. What do you do?
I set up my DVD player.
Okay. When you take the DVDs from here, when we record an episode in which you've participated, you take it home, or do you also set up the DVD player for our daily show?
I have all the shows. Well, I have a great number of shows. So,
Of the Yogaxpress episodes. Good.
so I boil a pot of tea and I drink some tea.
And you watch them. But I'm assuming you also stretch.
I'll
We
watch
keep your
one.
tea aside.
I'll watch a show and I'll drink some tea.
All
Then
right.
Then I'll run it back and stretch for a couple of shows.
Okay, whatever works. But that's good. That's the smart way to do it, because when you make a copy of it or when you download it from either from your computer at mnn.org, that's MNN, Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which is where we tape these episodes. And when you download, we stream it live on mnn.org, but Yogaxpress also airs on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. So if you want it in real time, or you can have it in real time at mnn.org at 1:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. If you've missed one of the episodes, you could do what Ron does, make a copy, just download it beforehand, or you can set it to record. Is that what you do? Set it to record, set your system to record?
Well, I have the DVDs you give me.
Right, but what do you play it on? Oh, you have those DVDs that we share.
I play it back on a DVD.
You play it back on your DVD player. Okay. No, what I meant to ask you though was, do you also record it when it's playing live on TV? Do you TiVo it? I think that's the word we use, right? TiVo.
Right, yeah, I haven't had to do that because I had.
You have the episodes already.
Yeah.
But that's great. Remember, just know that what Ron is doing is simply playing back the DVDs that we already shared with him. The episodes that you come and stretch with us, we will actually make you a copy of as many episodes as we can so that you can go home, watch yourself, and feel inspired by watching the rest of the group as well. At Yogaxpress, we share a very simple technique called 48 Plus. They're 48 simple, low-impact stretches, which is why Ron and I enjoy that a lot, because I'm not very excited about going to a studio and doing a lot of jumping around. As I grow older, I find that that's not something I want to do. I'm not all that light, so we have to take into account our own age, our body weight, whatever is good for us. And our sequence is low impact, so you don't have any jolts, you don't have any shock movements going through your body. 48 simple stretches that target 32 major muscle groups, glands, and organs in the body in under 20 minutes. And I keep reiterating this 20 minutes because when we practice on our own, it is 20 minutes. When we do it right here in the studios, we go through the instructions, we keep the postures, we hold the postures for a longer time, and that way you're able to learn with us, you're able to stretch with us, you're able to follow the instructions, and you have time to adjust your posture if you need to. Just know one last tip we'd like to share with you. If at any point your body feels like it might be in pain, just ease off just a little bit. Just listen to your body. Be very mindful. Yoga is not just about the body. It's also about, in fact, it is more about the mind, Ron. It's about breathing. It's about diet. It's about attitudes. And that's what I love about our team right here today. Our director, Josiane Hurd, and Ron Thomas. They have a very open attitude. They're ready to give it a try. And we're always willing to come here and try the best we can. So you don't have to be the best person in the room. You just have to do your best on any given day. That said, Ron, here's what we're going to do. No, I shouldn't say here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a choice, seeing that you're the star of the show today.
I'm the star?
Would you like to do, and you're welcome to say ask for anything else, would you like to do the sun salutation, or you want to do upper chest stretches? What do you feel like doing? It's a Monday afternoon, so.
Well, the sun is out today, so.
So sun salutation.
I want to salute
is good.
the sun. Yeah.
You want to salute the sun? Okay, Ron, we're going to go with your sun salutation. Those of you, we're going to stand up in just a moment. If you come here and stretch with us, we share with you a copy of my third title, Yoga Secrets, which has 2+8 ailment-specific cards inside. Sorry, Josiane. And besides that, we'll also give you a postcard with 48 simple stretches, possibly a fridge magnet, so that you have no room to escape. You have no excuses not to stretch. We're going to stand up. Josiane, this is your cue. So you don't, that's it, thank you. I know Ron is very tall and you're flying solo today. I appreciate it. So we want to give you time to be able to adjust the cameras. Heels are together, Ron. We're going to stagger ourselves. You're tall. So just about midpoint. Don't go too far because your feet will go off of the mat. So you want to stand right there. I'm going to come forward. Heels together, toes apart. We're going to take you through 3 versions of the sun salutation. We'll start with a very basic, simple version. It is a Monday morning, so we want to be careful we don't overdo it. Sun salutation is a great warm-up as well. Now just know that when you do the full sequence, you are already targeting every major muscle group, gland, and organ in the body already. So that's a full workout as well. Palms in front of your chest. When you press your palms together and your elbows are raised, your mind stays in the moment. Close your eyes for just a moment. Just watch your body with your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Notice if your body sways to your right or to the left. And if you feel your body is moving more to one side, try to center yourself. Now open your eyes, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, dip your heels all the way down. and dip your head between your biceps. Now we did say we're going to do the basic version, so now we're going to come right back. Inhale, bring the left foot and then the right between the hands. This is very basic version of sun salutation. Place your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. We're going to do the same stretches, the same 5 stretches on the other side. Now, there are actually 3 plus 3, 6 stretches. So there are only 3 main stretches and we repeat on the other side as well. Now, this time we're going to take our right leg back. Press your palms together, elbows are raised, heels together, toes apart. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. If your fingers don't quite get to the floor today, it's okay. Bend your knees just a little bit. Take your right leg back and then the left. Exhale, dip your heels down. And if your heels do not make contact with the floor today, that's okay. Those of you who are stretching with us at home, feel free to use a brick, a foam brick, or if you want to wrap a towel and place it under your heels. And then dip your head between your biceps. Inhale, bring the right leg and then the left between the hands. Place your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. That's 1 round and already we are feeling charged, right? And that's because of the forward fold. So when you fold over completely, your whole body, the whole spinal extensors get a beautiful release. And when you do a back bend, when you take your arms up, your chest opens up, your pectorals open up, your intercostal muscles between the rib cages, they get a beautiful stretch. So you're doing forward, backward, and to recall what Jill Camera, one of our yoga teachers, said, the spine tends to move in 6 directions. So up, down, sideways twist, forward, and back. Now, I also like to say that when we sit in computers, we're sort of crunching in, so we're really going into our spine. What you want to do is, whenever possible, stretch the spine. So let's do round number 2 of sun salutation. Ready, Ron?
Ready.
Okay. Inhale. I mean, you're very tall, Ron. You want to come around the middle part of the mat. I don't want your feet on the floor, on the cold floor. Inhale. Take your arms up. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Place your palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. It's okay to bend your knees if you need to. Take your left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels down. Dip your head between your biceps. Now, Ron, do you remember, you've practiced with this sequence with us many times, and I know it's one of your favorites. Do you remember what this posture is called?
Downward facing dog.
That's right. Most of the schools in North America call this downward facing dog. The school that I came from called it mountain. Mountain is Parvat in Sanskrit. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Whatever it is, we should feel a wonderful stretch in the back of our legs. This time, bring the left foot between the hands. Take a deep inhale, bring the left foot forward. Place the right knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. Place both palms on your left knee and bring your elbows out to the side. Now your left knee is already your left foot is as far forward as you can bring it. Now what we want to do is feel the stretch in the front of the upper right thigh. So let's exhale and dip. You want to bring your pelvis as close to the floor as you can. In order to do that, you need to get really close. You need to feel a beautiful stretch in the front of your upper right thigh, your quad muscles. Now, left knee is up. We're not doing the twist yet, Ron. That'll be in round 3. Very gently place both palms beside the left foot. Curl your toes in the right. Lift your right knee. Take your left to meet the right. Now, this posture is plank or dand. Many of us who have arm strength are comfortable in this. I find it a little difficult, but I just want to try and I want to, every time I get into this posture, I try to keep in mind, if I engage my lower abdominal muscles, it helps me stay in place. Very gently, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale, and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Press with your palms, keep your palms nice and firm, just below your shoulders. Press with the tops of your feet, and then inhale. Let's come up first. Once you're up there, tighten your buttock muscles, your gluteals, and if you feel strong enough, take your palms off of the floor. Hold it right there, and focus at a spot in front of you so your mind doesn't waver. Very gently, palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground. Curl your toes in. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Exhale, press your heels down. Dip your head between your biceps, and that'll help bring your shoulders in. I'm going to bring my feet out a little further apart. When I bring my feet too close together, Ron, I notice that the stretch is more intense, but sometimes it gets a little tough to hold it. So if we want to feel a little bit of a release, we can bring our feet apart a little more. Now, inhale, bring the right foot and then the left between the hands. And you can do it in stages. Place your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale, and release. That felt good. That's only 1.5 rounds. For viewers at home, if you're stretching with us or you plan to do this on your own sometime, just know that the full sun salutation, the absolute full sequence, you can do each side in 60 seconds. If you're doing the half sequence, maybe 30 seconds. So you really need to give yourself just 5 minutes a day to do the sun salutation for a complete workout. Now let's do the other side in round 2. Press your palms in, elbows are raised. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. This time, take your right leg back and then the left. Exhale, press your heels down and dip your head between your biceps. And Ron, I'm not sure I've mentioned this before, at least not too often. Every time we dip our head between our biceps, it's actually bringing our shoulder blades closer together. And what's happening is, right at that point, we get a beautiful little shoulder massage. It's almost someone's massaging all the worries out of our body, because that's where we carry the top of the shoulders just below the neck is where we carry all our worries. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the left foot, and let's ease off. Both palms, just as Ron is doing, both palms on the right knee. Exhale and dip. This time you should feel a delicious stretch in your quad muscles, the front of your upper left thigh. When your elbows are raised, you're staying in the moment. It also helps us improve our posture. With the elbows raised, we find our shoulders automatically go back. Open up your chest, lift your chin up. Now, in round 3, we'll do the Yogaxpress twist. Right now, we're still in round 2. Now, when you're ready, take both your palms, place them beside the right foot. Curl your toes in the left. Lift your left knee, take the right to meet the left in plank position. Hold your position in plank for just a few breaths. Breathe through the belly. Very gently, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. I know this cobra is Ron's favorite position because he likes, you have a strong back, Ron. So I notice you bring your palms up and you're able to hold it for a long time. Press with the tops of your feet. Make sure that the tops of your feet are firmly on the ground. They're firmly planted down. Press with your palms first. Inhale, lift your chin up. Now, when you're ready, keep breathing, keep inhaling, tighten your buttock muscles, your gluteals, and then press with the tops of your feet, lift your palms off of the floor. Very gently, lower your palms down, forehead to the ground, curl your toes in, inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Exhale, press your heels down. Dip your head between your biceps. Hold it right there for a few seconds. And then when you're ready, when you feel you've taken your 2 or 3 breaths, this is also a great rest posture, Ron. Inhale, bring the left foot and then the right between the hands. In round 3, We're going to name these postures for you as we go. Possibly increase holding times. Inhale, come up with a straight back.
Woo. Yes.
Exhale and release. Before we go to round 3, I like that. That's a good, happy woo. So
Yeah.
what does that mean? Interpret that.
I
for me.
still feel the last session.
You still feel the last session? That was 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to rest. I had to.
Oh, what did you do on the weekend?
I was working about 20-something hours.
Wow, woo. On a weekend, Ron? You know what? I'm going to assume that yoga is your rest, downtime, right?
Yeah, so tonight I'll go home and sleep really well.
You will sleep well, that's right. Actually, talking about sleep, when Sarah comes on, we need to help her relax. For those of you who may not be aware, if your job requires you to keep awake at night, that's something you have to work around it. But if you are not able to sleep at night for other reasons, that's probably because your mind is preoccupied with things that should not be worrying you. Just know that milk, cow's milk, we're not talking about soy milk, we're not talking about almond milk either, you want animal milk, has a sleep-inducing substance called tryptophan. So you boil the milk, add a little bit of turmeric for flavor, maybe a little bit of honey, and just have it before you go to bed. Of course, turkey meat also has tryptophan. So whatever helps you sleep. I wouldn't suggest having turkey before you go to
Garlic
sleep.
will put you to sleep.
Garlic will clear your sinuses. It actually clears all the phlegm from your system. So we also do add garlic as well. So, but the tryptophan is primarily in milk, but not everyone likes milk. So whatever helps you consume that milk.
Put garlic in
Should
a
try.
salad or something.
Garlic and salads. I love garlic though, but at nighttime, I'm not sure we all want to have garlic at
Yeah.
night. No one will come close to
You
us,
can take
right?
the odorless garlic pills.
Oh no, you know what, Ron? I would much rather take natural garlic.
Yeah.
I don't want the pills. If possible, I'd like to stay with as much, because there's so many foods available. We're lucky to live in a country where everything is available, right?
Right.
And yes, pills are available. Pills are good if you really don't have access to the fresh fruits and vegetables. But wherever possible, take it. You like garlic, right?
Yes.
Oh, in which case, take it natural. Nothing like taking what's available naturally. Round 3 of sun salutation. Press your palms in. Lift your elbows up so you get a nice alert posture going right there. And then that'll help you bring your shoulders back. And I remember Susan Rasmussen, one of the trainers from a local gym, she brought up an amazing image. She said when you take your shoulders back, just think you're cracking a walnut between your shoulder blades.
Right.
So I'm just keeping that in mind. Okay, where's the walnut? So what you want to do is just feel your shoulder blades going up. That'll help you open up your shoulders. Now we're going to name each posture as we go. Heels together, toes apart. This is Namaskarasana. Namaskar is prayer. So when your palms are together, what you're doing is you're taking your thumbs inward. So you're taking the energy in, but you're also connecting with people outside of you with the little fingers. So that way you're actually bringing the whole stream of energy. You're making the connection through energy waves. Now, Namaskarasana. Inhale, the arms up. Hasta Uttana. We're going to hold that for a few moments. Hasta is hands. Uttana is raised. Hands or arms raised. Hasta Uttana. And as we do that, in order to take ourselves a little deeper into that stretch, because that helps open up the pectorals, the chest muscles, you take your shoulders back, take your biceps behind your ears. And you want to keep moving your head back as well. You can tilt your head back, tilt your pelvis forward just a little bit, tighten your buttock muscles, which are your gluteals. Now, Pada Hasta is hands to feet. Hasta is hands, Pada is feet. Exhale, we have 5 minutes. Thank you, Josiane. Exhale and fold. Pada Hasta. Pada is feet. Hasta is hands. Hands to feet. And this is a really wonderful posture to feel the whole back of the spine, the spinal extensors, your hamstrings. You made that good point last time too, Ron. And your calf muscles. Everything in the back of your body gets a beautiful release, and your sciatic nerves as well. Plus, we get a wonderful compression in the front of the body. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels down. From Pada Hasta, we are in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho is downward, Mukha is facing, and Shvana is dog. Asana, of course, is posture, so downward facing dog posture. My school used to just call it mountain or parvat. It doesn't matter what the name is, it just is some image that helps us remember what the posture looks like. Now keep exhaling and dip your head between your biceps. Now this is another wonderful posture to give your pancreas a nice airing, a beautiful release. Pancreas in the midpoint of your waist, in the front, just under the liver. So you're compressing the other organs in the upper and lower part of your abdominal region, but the pancreas are getting a wonderful release. So that helps them do their job. Whatever insulin pancreas, or whatever juices the pancreas release, you're actually going to enhance that. Now, keep inhaling. One more breath. Inhale. Bring the left foot between the hands. Place your right knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. We did promise you our holding times are going to be longer in round 3. They are a lot longer in round 3 because we want to feel the stretch, but we also want you to follow with us. Both palms on your left knee. Exhale and dip. While we're in this posture, we'll explain to you. This posture is called Ashwa Sanchala. Ashwini is horse. So Ashwa Sanchala is equestrian or like a horse. Now remember, it's a little harder to balance in this posture if your toes are flat, but at the same time there's less pressure on your right knee when your toes are, when the tops of your feet, your right foot is on the floor. If you want to balance yourself and you're a little concerned about holding this posture for a long time, you could keep your toes curled in. But then you just need to be aware that when your toes are curled in, there's more pressure on the knees. So I prefer to keep my feet flat, the tops of my feet flat. You also feel a delicious stretch in your quadriceps, the front of your upper right thigh, and you should feel a stretch in the abductors, the outside of your upper left thigh. Now, when we are ready, inhale, left knee is up, inhale the right arm up from Ashwa Sanchala to Parsva Kona Namaskara. Dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place your left palm on top of the right and look up at the raised elbow and hold while we explain to you. Parsva is intense, Kona is corner or twist, and Namaskara is prayer. So intense prayer twist. You should feel a wonderful stretch of your obliques on the right side this time and a beautiful compression of the obliques or your midpoint, the midriff, on the left side. Inhale, let's come out of that. Place both palms beside the left foot. Curl your toes in the right. Take your left to meet the right in plank position. Lift your right knee up. Plank or danda. Danda literally means staff or plank. Now if you're very tired today, you can bring your feet apart. If you feel strong enough, keep your feet together. Knees, chest and chin. Plank is a great position for strengthening your low back as well. Knees, chest and chin. Before we go down, Ashtanga Namaskara. As we exhale, we're going to glide into Ashta Anga. Ashta is 8. Anga is limbs. Ashtanga Namaskara. So 8 limbed prayer. The 8 limbs are the 2 feet, the 2 knees, chin, chest, and the 2 hands that make contact with the mat or the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale and glide out into cobra. Uncurl your toes. Press with the tops of your feet. Press with your palms. Palms are directly below the shoulders. Feet are close together. Now, inhale. Press with your palms and the tops of your feet a little more. Inhale and let's come up. Cobra or bhujang. If you realize, Ron, snakes don't have feet. They use their tail. They press their tail to the ground and come up. Now, toes curled in, forehead to the ground. Inhale, let's come up all the way back into mountain.